Hi hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel today. Today we're going to talk about double glazing, and specifically we're going to talk about the difference between double glazing and triple glazing, and which one is truly the champion of energy efficiency. So to get us started off today, we're first going to discuss what is the difference between double glazing and triple glazing. So the basic difference between the two types of glaze or window is, with double glazing you have two sheets of glass, a gap between them two sheets of glass which is filled with a gas. Okay, and with triple glazing, it's pretty much as it says, it's three sheets of glass with a gap between two of them to create a gap, so you have two gaps, and then that is filled with a gas as well, and that creates your triple glazing. The next thing to bear in mind before you actually consider changing your glazing is, why do people actually change their windows? So there's a whole host of reasons which I've found over the many years that I've worked in the home improvement sector of why people will actually change their windows. Some of it, some people is, when they move into a new house, you just want to make it their own. I've known people, or I've known houses where the windows have been changed 3 times in a 10-year period. There's a house up in Basingstoke, I actually knew the windows got changed 3 times in 10 years. Next reason is, it's going with the Joneses. Want the house looking better than everybody else on the street. Okay, one of the next reasons boils down to energy efficiency. With the climate we're living in at the moment, energy bills aren't the cheapest, so people are trying to find every way that they can of potentially saving money in the short term to the long term. That may mean that there's a little layout, but in the long term they're looking at maybe they're going to save some money. And the next reason is curb appeal. So the old windows downstairs might look different to the ones upstairs or at the back of the house, so they want everything matching up. So as a general rule, those are the main reasons that most people will change their windows. But at the end of the day, how much is it going to cost? And that's the most important thing that most people are going to worry about. How much is it going to actually cost for me to change my windows to double glazing or triple glazing? Now, when it does come to the cost of the price difference between double glazing and triple glazing, now this is a question I tend to hate to actually answer, but it's going to be one that I'm going to have to answer today. Okay, is in the UK, for a 3-bedroom house, the average cost of double glazing, depending on the style of windows you're having, okay, how many windows you actually need and the size of the windows, is somewhere in the region of £4,000 to £7,000. Okay, so that's the average cost for double glazing. Okay, now if you're going to go down the route of triple glazing, okay, you're going to be looking at paying somewhere in the region of approximately an extra 10 to 20% on top of that. Now, if you live in the south of England, the general rule was, at the time when triple glazing, became quite prominent, the best part of 10-15 years ago, they would normally say, just put the triple glazing on your north facing windows, the colder part of the house. Okay, because it's going to help you out a lot better, on the north side of the house. If you're in a colder part of the country, whether you're in the north of England, somewhere like that, or you're up in Scotland or Wales, then I would generally say, you could potentially have them on all of the faces of your house, north, east, south, or west. Okay, but for today, I hope that helps you. If you do have any more questions, just drop your comments in down below, and we'll try and answer any of your questions that come through. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Okay, and please subscribe to the channel. Okay, but for now, thank you very much for listening, and we'll speak to you again a bit later. Okay, cheers.